Welcome to the check-in report. Welcome to the check-in report. The show will start soon. Got a lot to get to.
Daddy wanna ride into the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Shut up, you trees, she stay with the streets. I heard they lead, I wanna know. I'm smoking the woods, she all on the woods, I'm rocking the mist. She told me I'm fish, she know what it is. I come in the vet, I come for respect. I come for your neck, you know what it is. I'm smoking the weed, that's side with D. She on her knees, she just on the police. She know what it is, she from the hood. Bad was, I'm all in the car, popping a bra. She smoking the weed and drinking Douce. Shawty wanna pull up, shawty wanna pull up. Saying that she not a bimbo when she ride on 4 Giottos and she know she drive the bottle. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up.
I'm here to talk about reparations.
Oh, she tryna pull up. Daddy wanna ride into the morning.
If you're not FBA,
Tryna tell me love you are the only one.
get your weirdo ass out of here.
While she hold my gun.
This is for the FBAs.
Love you are the only one. Trees wanna be my.
Salute to all my FBAs.
Is it just because I am the only one? Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Ride around my side of town, girl, you know it's going down. You crazy. You just like to drive the boat, get dope, and stay wavy.
I want to know, do you believe in reparations for FBAs?
Fucking trees, you were for the street.
That's my question tonight.
Kill a shot, she busted up, listen.
Salute to Tariq Nasheed putting in the work.
She ain't representative, she only a beginner. Everything from nada, bitch don't get nada. Bitch be rockin' Prada, only make dollars.
Salute to all the FBAs again.
You crazy, you a Big Mac thing.
Foundational Black Americans.
You fucking crazy. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one.
Let me hit my bell. Let me hit my bell. Let me hit my bell.
You ain't the only one.
Daddy wanna ride into the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
I am the only one, ladies and gentlemen. I am your only. I'm not your homie. I'm the one and only macaroni. Welcome to the check-in report, ladies and gentlemen. Here on a Friday morning, late night show. I'm here to talk about reparations. Do you believe in reparations for foundational Black Americans? Let me get my music queued up. Hold on. Yeah, I want to know, do you guys believe? Salute to Nelly. I see Nelly's in the building. Salute to Nelly. What's going on, Nelly? What's going on, Nelly? I see Nelly's in the building. Yeah, I'm asking the question today. Because there is a rally coming up, June 15th, rally for reparations that's happening a couple days before Juneteenth, or is it happening on Juneteenth? Yeah, there's a rally happening, a rally for reparations. Salute to Tariq Nasheed. He's a part of the rally that's happening. It's going to happen out in Washington D.C. And I just wanted to give my salute to the people that are going down there. I wish I could go. To be honest with you, I wish that I could make it down there for the rally. But they have my full support. I believe in reparations for foundational Black Americans. Exactly, Nelly. We'll take it in cash payments. Maybe we don't need it in lump sum. Maybe we can get it in installments. But I am definitely a proponent and a supporter of reparations. Black people have done a lot for this country. A lot has been taken from us. We can go back from the days of slavery. We can go back to the days of Reconstruction. We can go back to the days of Jim Crow. We can go back to the days of the beginning of the Civil Rights era. Black people have done a lot for this country. They've given a lot. When we came out of the womb of bondage, when we came out of the bondage of slavery, we were not given anything. We had to get it out the mud, Black people were not given anything. A lot of Black people during those times, a lot of you don't know, a lot of people that were Black had to go back to those plantations that they were just in bondage in. They had to go back to those plantations and work. Imagine, these are my ancestors and a lot of your ancestors. Imagine for generations and generations, your great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather, your great-great-great-grandmother, generations for generations working on a plantation, and then you finally get to your generation, and then you're coming out of the womb of bondage, right? But you don't have any skills, you don't have any education, you don't know anything. All you know is this plantation. So you have to go back to the plantation that you came out of the womb of bondage of, to go back there and earn a wage. I believe it was called sharecropping. The United States government did nothing. They gave Black people absolutely nothing. No type of funds, no type of reparations, no type of housing, no type of anything. So I am a proponent of, yes, we need reparations. Black people are deserving of reparations. Listen. The Champa Capra, we're not having no slander on Black people tonight. So I'm gonna put you in. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shut you down. We're gonna see you to the barbecue. All right. There will be no slander tonight on Black people tonight on FBAs. He put a little spicy comment talking about professional victim. My ancestors were brought here from a foreign land, forced for hard labor, generations after generations after generations, not given anything, not given any housing, not given anything whatsoever. But you're calling us a professional victim. I would like to know about your ancestors. Just the nonsense that people come up with. Black people were not given anything. You're calling us professional victims, but we've had to get it out the mud all this time. We built the black. That's what they love to say. Oh, professional victims and yada yada, looking for a handout. But look what happened when we built our own Black Wall Street. Look what happened when we built our own black neighborhoods. They victimized us. They bombed our communities. They burnt down our banks. They burnt down our hospitals. They burnt down our grocery stores. Think about it. Here you are, a race of people that were afforded absolutely nothing. The government gave you no help, no type of assistance, nothing. You managed to get the skills. You managed to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Build your own communities. Build your own neighborhoods. Build your own banks, your own grocery stores. The white man, he sees you from a distance. He sees that you got your own neighborhood. His jealousy, his rage, his prejudice is so much that he destroys your community. Another one I gotta put in the timeout. Let's put this. Three V Alex. We not having no slander tonight, bro. We're sending you to the barbecue. Go get some Lay's potato chips. Any slander tonight? And let me address what he says. See, that's the thing. I'm gonna address what you say, but I'm gonna send you to the goo. All right, I'm gonna send you to the barbecue. Alex says, but y'all are deleting each other. This is the misconception of the white man, and I hope Alex is listening, because I'm gonna break this thing down. You look at two black people in the hood shooting at one another or fighting at one another. This is just what happens in poor neighborhoods. If you go to a poor white neighborhood, these things are happening. If you go to a poor Hispanic neighborhood, these things are happening. People are gonna fight each other. They're gonna delete one another when they're living in a poor neighborhood. That's just what happens in poor neighborhoods. Now, if you wanna talk about deleting one another, Alex, let me ask you this. The white man drops nuclear bombs on each other. The white man commits all types of heinous crimes during war. The white man goes into schools and commits, heinous acts. If you're gonna talk about black on black crime, then I'm gonna have to look at white on white crime. You're dropping nuclear bombs. You're committing heinous crimes against people that look like you in war. You're grabbing assault rifles and going into places. Don't start talking about black on black crime, because when I open up the book on white crime, and I really look at the totality of the heinous things you're doing to one another, then you're gonna shut up. Then you're not gonna want to talk. But this is about reparations. This is not about, Let me read some of the comments here. And I want y'all to be a part of the discussion, but have some respect. Put some respect on black people, or I will have to shut you down. All right, put some respect on black people. Nelly says that's rich coming from people that do nothing but leave death and destruction every continent they touch. That's an absolute fact, Nelly. That's an absolute fact. Nelly also said, my fault. Nelly also says any slander on black people going straight to the block party. Exactly. Let's go, Nelly. Let's go, Nelly. They're going straight to the block party. You already know. Let me see what Mark talking about. Mark says, are you really live right now? If So let me know real quick. I'll drop a couple of gems on you. Yes, I'm live right now. I'm live. Nelly says I'm Blockiana tonight. Exactly, Nelly. But yeah, but block him if you see something crazy. Nelly, go ahead and block him. Nelly, block him. You know what to do. You know what to do, Nelly. I don't have a problem with people expressing themselves, but just be respectful. Just be respectful. We can have a dialogue, but be respectful. You know, be respectful. Don't talk crazy. Like, you know, don't talk crazy. Just have a. You can have a respectful dialogue. We'll entertain it, but just be respectful when you're talking about black people. But in terms of reparations, black people are owed reparations. We are owed our 40 acres and a mule. We are the only race of people in this country that has had everything taken from us. Everything. We're the only race of people that were stolen from another land and brought here, right? That didn't happen to the Anglo-Saxon. That didn't happen to the immigrant Irish. That didn't happen to the immigrant Italian. That didn't happen to the immigrant Hispanic. That didn't happen to any other person but us. Here we were, stolen from another land, brought to another land to work in servitude, not for one generation, not for two generations, not for 3, 4, 5. We're talking about multiple generations of people under bondage. Black men and women that grew old to 60, 70, 80 years old, living under bondage, watching their kids be sold to another slave plantation, watching their families be broken up. That didn't happen to anybody, any other person on this country. You know? So I'm here to ask the question, do you believe in reparations for black people? Are you a supporter? Are you a proponent of it? We want to know tonight. Are you a supporter of reparations for black people? Nelly says the Most High is going to have to pull their whole card to get to the recompensation for black people. I agree. I absolutely agree. You know, Nelly, we have these, these people in here, and it's like they've taken so much from black people. They've taken so much from black people, even to this day. Even to this day, they are draining black people. But they don't want to give back. They don't want to give back what's old. They don't want to give back what's stolen. They don't want to give back to the people that they have had their foots on their necks, stolen everything from, taken everything from. They don't want to give back to those people. Some of you should be trying to make it right. You should be trying to make it right for what your forefathers did. The heinous acts that your forefathers did. Y'all on here, especially some of you PC babies. You PC babies, you know, you get titillated every time you hear an R. Kelly song. They get titillated, you know, any type of injustice that goes on in the world. You hate what's going on in Palestine and stuff like that. All of you PC babies, you should be trying to make right for what your forefathers did. You want to act like you're so modernized and I have a forward way of thinking and I'm so liberal. Well, you need to pay for what your forefathers did. Your forefathers had my ancestors in bondage. They took everything from them. They dehumanized them. They deleted them cold in the street. They victimized our women. They victimize our children. All of you PC babies, all of you, oh, I'm modernized, I'm so liberal, I'm so forward with my thinking. You should be giving back to the people that you stole everything from. Fire, 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 Robert Perry says, equal opportunity is our reparations, dude. That is a falsity. Because we don't have equal opportunities. We don't have equal opportunities in America. We don't have equal opportunities in America. When I get pulled over by a racist white cop in an all-white neighborhood, do you think I have equal opportunity as a white man? When you're a black man and you're trying to start a business, let's say you come from a lower class neighborhood, right? And maybe your parents don't have a good credit. Are you telling me I have an equal opportunity as a white kid trying to start a business and his family has good credit and a house and stuff like that? Are you trying to tell me we have an equal opportunity? That's not reality. How about our neighborhoods? Because you're claiming that equal opportunity is our reparations, equal opportunity. Well, let's say this. Let's talk about our neighborhoods. When I go to our black neighborhoods, we don't have quality food in our neighborhoods. We don't have health centers. We don't have health food spots. We have Planned Parenthoods, fast food, liquor stores. In these white communities, there's, organic grocery stores, hospitals, health food spots, gyms. But you're over here telling me that it's equal opportunity. That's not what I see. Fire, 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 fire. I live in a black community. And in my black community looks nothing like the white community. In the white community, they have organic grocery places to eat, health food spots, gyms. There's no gym in my black neighborhood. Fire, fire, fire. There's nowhere in my black neighborhood that I can go to a grocery store and get kale and get healthy food, organic food to feed myself. Fire. But you're telling me it's equal opportunity. You're telling me it's equal. We're equal. We're equal when I get pulled over by a racist white cop. We're equal. We're equal when I go to a bank and I can't get a loan, but a white person can. You're saying that we're equal. Where is the equality? Fire, 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 fire. And you hear people with this equality message. I mean, when has the white power structure treated black people equally? Like, honestly, when has it happened? When has it happened? And the whole thing is, even when black people manage to build something, because a lot of times that we don't learn these things, But when you look at our history, we have built things. We've built great things. We've built hospitals. We've built affluent neighborhoods. We've built these things. Look at Black Wall Street. Look at all of the prominent black neighborhoods that black people built. They still managed to take that from us. They still managed to burn those neighborhoods down. Prominent black neighborhoods that they burnt to the ground. Turned it into a Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier was I believe it's it used to be a cemetery. They flooded the cemetery. All of those black men and women in that cemetery, they built a lake on top of it. All of the foul things white people have done. I mean, and people need to realize reparations is just deeper than just from slavery. You have to take into accountability slavery. We could start at slavery. Then we gotta go into Reconstruction. Remember, when black people came out of the bondage of slavery, they were given nothing. They were not given any land. They were not given any clothes on their back. They were not given any type of loans, any type of payment for all the work that they did on those plantations. They were given absolutely nothing. Zero. A lot of those men and women that worked on those plantations, when they finally, received their freedom, they had to go back. Imagine working at a job your whole life. Your mother worked that job, your grandmother, your grandfather, generations of generations working at that job, and that job dehumanized you. That job treated you lesser than anything, treated you like a dog, whipped on you, violated your family members, violated your friends, violated you into a small fraction of yourself, beat it on you, working that place your whole life, finally getting your freedom out of that place. You finally got your freedom, only to have to go back to earn a wage. That's what happened to a lot of our ancestors. That's what happened to a lot of our ancestors back in the day. And listen, we deserve more than Billy Porter at the White House, dressed in an evening gown, hanging out with Joe Biden. We deserve more than that. Billy Porter zesty ass at the Juneteenth celebration with Joe Biden. Black people deserve better than that. We deserve some damn reparations. Wolf Chief says many people didn't own slave. Why should they pay? First of all, that's a misnomer. Did every white person own a slave? No. Did every white person own a slave? That's not that's such a ridiculous thing that you're saying. Black people were working on plantations, and guess what? The government supported slavery. The federal government supported slavery. We're not going after each and individual white person that did or did not own slaves. We're going after the government. The government needs to pay for what they did to black people. The slavery was an institution. It was an institution in America. And the government needs to pay. And if we find out that one of your ancestors owned a slave, you need to pay as well. America was built off of slavery. Cotton was a booming industry. back in the slavery days. So I mean, I think that what you're saying is just absolutely ridiculous. That's never been the point. That's never been. No one's ever said that. No one ever said that every single white person owned a slave. That was never the point. That was never the argument. Slavery was an institution supported by the United States government. Supported and backed. And the government needs to issue out reparations for what they did to my ancestors. Absolutely 1,000%. Well, make your point, Mark Peterson. Make your point. What is your point? What is your point? You say not. Make your point. Why do you say not? You know, when you look at certain things in history, other cultures have received reparations. You could look at World War II. You know, the people that suffered under World War II, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but they received reparations. Different cultures have received compensation for the pain and suffering that they've dealt with as a society, as a culture. And it's only right that the American government mend those fences. Slavery was an institution backed and financed by the United States government. That's an absolute fact. Now we have people saying no. Mostly people are saying no. They say no, we don't believe, no. Nelly is saying beyond slavery, we had Jim Crow, redlining, preschool to prison pipeline, prison industrial complex, segregation, lynchings, fire bee, whole towns destroyed. Exactly. Look at all of the things that white people took from black people. If we really were to account for everything from the point of us being taken from a foreign land up until the point of the Emancipation Proclamation, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, civil rights, us building things like infrastructures in our communities, you tearing those things down, you burning those things down. Black people deserve some damn compensation for the terroristic things that white people have done to them. We've been victimized in this country. We've been marginalized in this country. We've been taken advantage of. We've not have given any type of, I mean, listen, black men that have served the military, we fought in your wars. Look up the GI Bill. Black men that fought in foreign wars was treated disgustingly. We're not honored. We're not treasured. We're not respected next to their white comrades, the white soldiers. They treated our black soldiers that fought in your foreign wars, they treated them like garbage. And honestly, you can still see that white people still have hate in their hearts for black people. Knowing all the things that have been done to black people, and they still have this resentment. 2024, still saying no, black people don't deserve reparations. It's absolutely disgusting. Beef meat. Listen, I'm gonna send you to the barbecue. Hold on, beef meat. Give me a second, man. Beef meat. I want to send you to the barbecue. We're gonna send you. I want you to get some chicken. We're gonna make some barbecue chicken, right? And pick up some red Kool-Aid. Sending you to the block party. What was his name again? Something with meat. Yeah, beef meat. Yeah, we're sending you to the barbecue. Wolf Chief, we're sending you to the barbecue. Give me a second, man. I want to send you to the barbecue. Hold on. We back? Are we back? Wolf. I'm sending you to the barbecue as well. Hold on. Yeah, Wolf Chief. We sending you to the barbecue. All right. Pick me up some. Let me see what I need. Pick up some oranges and some apples, man. Just have some respect. That's all. Just have some respect. Have some respect. If you don't care about people suffering and people in pain, people dealing with issues, then when it comes to your community, when it happens to your community, don't expect other people to say anything about it either. Whether you're white or whatever you are, when it happens to you, when it happens to your community, when it's like, white people dealing with an opioid crisis, don't expect black people to boo-hoo for you neither. Because when y'all want people to clap their hands and come together, oh, there's white people living in neighborhoods, it's an opioid crisis. White people can't stop popping pills. We need more outreach centers and drug centers. You want us to boo-hoo for you. You want us to get together and hold hands and save the world and recycle. You want us to do all of that and boo-hoo for you. But when black people are talking about the things that are weighing heavy on their heart, their plight, you have an issue with it. You're tight. You're aggy. Because you never liked the black people. You were racist at heart. You're prejudiced at heart. And you are what your father are. I'm sure if we looked into your lineage, you had a slave master in your lineage. And you are carrying on the tradition as your father. Your father was a racist POS, and you are now carrying on the tradition. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, he got sent to the block party, We sent them to the block party. He had to go. He had to go. Hey, listen, we could have the dialogue, but just be respectful. Why people can't come on here and just be respectful? Why can't we just have the dialogue? Don't tell me I'm whining. Don't tell me, don't be disrespectful to my ancestors. Why can't you just come on here and have a respectful dialogue? Come on here and challenge what I'm saying. Come on here and challenge my ideas. Come on here and challenge my point of view. You don't have to be disrespectful to what I'm saying. People have a real issue with that, where they want to just be disrespectful. You don't have to be disrespectful. Just come on here and challenge what I'm saying. We can have the dialogue. I don't really want to go into the chat and have to sit people down. I will if I have to, but I mean, it just shows the ignorance of a lot of people. Instead of having the willingness to have the dialogue, they'd rather come in here with disrespect. Don't come in here with disrespect. But this is a real issue. This is not a joking issue. You don't see me making a bunch of jokes and stuff like that outside of the block party stuff. This is a real issue. Black people are deserving of reparations. We've given so much to this country. We've built so much in this country. And we are the only race of people that has had so much taken from us. And no one's handed us anything. We had to get everything out of the mud. Everything had to be out of the mud. Nelly says, I don't care about their feelings. I won't stop speaking truth to power. Exactly. That's how it should be. That's absolutely how it should be. You know? It's absolutely how it should be. But I'm supporting Tariq Nasheed, and I believe the rally is happening in June 15th. Rally for reparations. I'm supporting it as an FBA man, as a foundational black man. I am supporting it. I wish I could go down there and join them in that rally. I wish I could, but I found out about it maybe like a week ago, and I just got back from vacation, so I don't really have any days. But I would love to go. I would honestly love to go down there in Washington D.C. and join them. Because it's a real issue, and black people are deserving of reparations. I mean, there's already being talks about it in Cali and different states of, black people receiving reparations. We are deserving of reparations. We are the only race of people, like black people. What people have to realize, and a lot of these racist whites that come in here, they're just coming in here watching shorts, and they see a black man talking about some real issues, and they little titillated, their assholes start itching. Because the black man is talking about something that may, in fact, hurt their pockets in some way. And they get titillated. But, at the end of the day, black people, we have a unique experience in America. Our experience is like no other experience in America. You can't compare our experience in America to any other culture or any other race. You can't compare us to the Asian community or the Irish or the Italian or the Anglo-Saxon. We don't have that experience. We're the only race of people that were kidnapped, brought here to work in servitude, brought here, built things, worked on plantations for years, had everything taken from us, broken up families, we were victimized. Even when we were freed out of the womb of bondage, we were given nothing, absolutely nothing. But we survived it. We got out of that. But a lot of black people, we are still living from post-traumatic slavery. We're dealing with, even though slavery, the hundreds of years ago that it occurred, a lot of us are still dealing with the backlash from that, coming out of the womb of that slavery. And looking at the chat and looking at the Anglo-Saxons, the white Anglo-Saxons that probably was pounding out their sister, inbred Hicks, that never cared about black people. If it was up to them, black people would still be in chains. Coming in here, giving me their 2 cents. I have yet to see an eloquent white person come on here and challenge what I'm saying. Like, listen, just come in here and be respectful. That's all. Come in here. If you want to have a dialogue about it, we can have the dialogue, but be respectful. Just come on here, be eloquent, talk. Don't tell me I'm whining, because when it comes to your community, whether it be a opioid crisis or whatever it be, a shortage of Mountain Dew, whatever it is, whatever it is your community is dealing with, you're gonna tell other people to boo-hoo about it. Oh, there's a shortage of Mountain Dew. There's an opioid crisis. We got too many opioids in our white community. You want other races to boo-hoo for you, but when you hear about the plight of other communities, the issues of other communities, you have no sympathy for them. You are a racist. DB Boxington says, no offense, but kidnaps by other Africans. See, listen, The boxing fan, respect to the boxing fan. What you're saying is not wrong. You're not lying. Africans did kidnap other Africans. You're right. You're right. But who was the merchant? And listen, the boxing. See, what he said is what he says. I have to agree with it. I have to respect it. But understand this. I have my gripes with the Africans as well. I don't just have gripes with white people that were 1 second, y'all. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. All right. I don't just have gripes with white people that were complacent in the transatlantic slavery. I also have my gripes with the continental Africans. I have my gripes with them as well. Because they were just as involved. They were in business with those whites. As far as I'm concerned, those continental Africans and those white men, those colonizers, they were business partners. So I don't disagree with what you're saying. I mean, continental Africans were absolutely a part of it. They also should be paying us reparations. I agree. We should be receiving reparations from America, the American government, from the families that were complacent in the transatlantic slavery, the banks that supported those shipping those slaves, all of the people that were, all the dots that connect, those major banks that supported those ships, all of the dots that connect, those continental Africans that kidnapped those people, those tribes and sent them off to a foreign land. All of those people are responsible, and they all should be paying. I agree with that. I agree with that. I have no issue with that. Salute to Nelly. She says hanky danky because white people stealing African resources. That's a fact. Pro charge. I'm gonna send you to the we're gonna have to send a lot of people to the barbecue. I'm sending you to the barbecue, man. I'm sending you to the block party. I'm sending you to the block party, bro. Pro charge. I'm sending you to the block party. We got. You see how many racist whites we have on YouTube, Nelly? Like, do you see it, Nelly? You see all of the racist white, but see, they want to tell us, Nelly. Think about it, Nelly. They want to tell us, oh, slavery, that was so long ago. Black people aren't dealing with that type of racism anymore. White people don't feel like that anymore. I mean, this is just proof and evidence that white people have no love, have no respect, they don't want to see any type of justice dealt for black people. And that's why, when you see these politicians acting like they care, they don't. Especially like these liberals that want to pull up, and act like, pull up to the black church or pull up to the community, act like they care. They're just like these white commentators in this room right now. They're white racists. They have no care for the black community. They don't care about our plight. All they care about is a vote. Racism is alive and well in here. I mean, you see it. You absolutely see it. Sidekick Mama says, how do we have a conversation when your mod is deleting all the comments? What about the discussion? Well, listen, hold on. Sidekick Mama, this is how you can have the conversation. And I've said it 100 times, right? And put some respect on Nelly. Nelly's putting that work in, all right? Hold on. I'll be right back. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Are we back? 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 I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. Now my OBS is frozen again. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, we back. All right. Sidekick Mama says, I think we all agree, no matter the skin color, that the politicians hate all of us. I think we can agree on all those things. I don't agree our history did everything right. I also don't think we move forward by looking behind. We live and work in communities that are all color. We all love each other and we all support each other. I'm not mad with that. I'm not mad with what you're saying. You know, I kind of agree with what you're saying, but you know, what you're saying I don't disagree with. But you know, I'm supporting FBA right now. I think that, you know, black people have been shysted for a very long time. We've been taken advantage of. We've received nothing. We've taken. There's no other race of people in America. This is just my opinion. This is from my lens. I'm a black man. There's no other race of people that have given more and that has taken more. You know, in terms of black people, they took everything from us. They broke in our homes. They violated our families. They had us working under servitude for generations. We fought in your wars. We received no respect for fighting in your wars. I mean, look into all of the black soldiers that fought in World War II, that came back home and were treated like garbage. Look into it. All of the black soldiers that fought in those world wars, treated like garbage, treated with no respect. Black people have given so much to this country. Foundational black people have given so much to this country, and we have been treated like garbage. We deserve reparations. Our ancestors deserve reparations. We deserve it. You know? That's just my lens, but I don't disagree with what you're saying, Sidekick Mama. I don't disagree with what you're saying. Do I think that politicians are crooked? Do I think that they are not for the people? Absolutely, they are crooked and they're not for the people. I agree with that message. I agree with that message. Hey Nelly, you still in here, Nelly? Yeah, my thing had messed up for a second. I'm back though. Yeah, my computer had messed up. I didn't like plug up my computer, so it like froze and all of this stuff. I may delete this live only because I want to keep it up, but you know, it was so messy with all of the freezing and stuff like that. I'm gonna see what happens. But you know, I do want to have the discussion here. Sam says, laugh my ass off, handouts for the dude with 10 views. All right, so we're gonna put you in the barber. We're gonna send you to the block party. Hold on, give me a second, silly. Sam Silly, we're gonna send you to the block party. What are you talking about handouts? Like what are you talking about handouts? What are you like literally? Like what are you talking about handouts? Like what are you talking about handouts? Reparations is paying back the people that has everything stolen from them. Black people had so much stolen from them. Were your ancestors, Silly Sam, let me ask you. I know you're at the block party right now, but was your ancestors in bondage? Was your family violated, broken up? Did the US government do everything to victimize you and terrorize you and burn down your community? Did that happen to your ancestors? Just let me know. Give me a nod at the block party. You're in the block party right now, so I can't really get your opinion, because you want to come in here and have no respect. See, that's what I'm talking about, Sidekick Mama. People come in here with no respect. He's talking about, I'm whining, talking about a handout. Like, what are you talking about? We having a discussion here. What are you talking about? If more people came in like how you came in here, and respect to Sidekick Mama, she came in here with respect. If more people came in like you did, then we could have the discussion. We could have the dialogue. Where people don't have the respect. It just shows that racism is still alive and well. They feel like black people are asking for handouts. No, we're asking what is deserving. We're asking for the U.S. government to make right for the wrongs that they've done. That's what we're asking for. We're not asking for a handout. Most black people, we have a good job. There's black people in all sectors of the world. Fortune 500 companies. There's black doctors, black dentists, black judges. We have prominent black people. All I'm asking for is the U.S. government to make right for the wrongs that they have done. Compensate the people that you have taken everything from. Compensate the people that you have victimized. Slavery was an institution. Compensate the people that came from the ancestors that you violated and took an advantage of. That's what we're asking for. That's what we're asking for. I don't think Nelly's in here right now. Salute to Nelly. Wherever Nelly's at, salute to Nelly. Nelly, is you in here? Let me know if Nelly's in here. I'm gonna continue to do the show. But if she's not in here, I think I'm gonna close it out, because the show was kind of messy. Because my thing had froze and everything. Oh, Nelly's still in here. Okay, salute Nelly. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I should keep this show up though, Nelly, because it was it's a little messy. Because just all of the everything freezing and everything like that, with everything going on and like that. I should have put the show in intermission. Next time that happens, I'm gonna click the intermission button. Yeah, next time I'm gonna have to make an intermission button where I can just put something on intermission or something, like we have any type of technical difficulties or something like that. I didn't know that was happening. I didn't know that the computer was plugged up at the time. But yeah, man, and I just want to read the voting, right? The voting is, do you believe black people should get reparations? We have 36% says yes and 64% say no. Wow. It just shows the hate that white people have for black people. They feel like we're asking for a handout. They feel like we don't want to work. I mean, all of the prominent black people that we have in America. I mean, every black person isn't on their couch drinking a 40 and lighting up a spliff. Like, we have black people that are judges, that are lawyers, that are doctors, and many of them would say yes, black people are deserving of reparations. Most, like, even our prominent class of black people. Now, they're not gonna say that, oh, black people deserve a handout, but when it comes to reparations, we're talking about reparations. We're not talking about free money. We're not talking about just a handout. We're talking about reparations, making right the things that the government has done. The government has victimized black people. Slavery was an institution. They did nothing to set black people up to give them success. I mean, literally, when you look into these things, how white people were given land, right? They were given land and stuff like that, and different, to set up shop and to build, white people were given land. White immigrants were given land. Black people that worked on plantations, that worked on those cotton fields, on those different plantations, they came out of the womb of bondage and received absolutely nothing. The white government and our government should make right those wrongs. They should make right those wrongs. And I think our ancestors are deserving of that. They are deserving of that. Nelly says, yeah, it's crazy. Reparations bring out all the WS. Yeah, man, listen, man. You know, white people, man, I tell you, man. White people, they love hip-hop. They love saying the N-word when there's nobody around them and it's in a rap song. They love sports when LeBron James is dunking a basketball or Patrick Mahomes is throwing a touchdown. They love it. They love black people when it's that. But when black people have a plight, when they have an agenda, when they have something that's been weighing heavy on their community, when we're trying to push something, when we're asking for justice, when we're asking for reparations, when we're asking for anything that's an agenda-wise, they want to tune us out. Look at that, Nelly. Don't you find that interesting? Don't you find that interesting? And I guarantee you, some of the white people that came in here, some of the white people that voted today, I bet you some of them love hip-hop. They love hip-hop. Kendrick Lamar is probably their favorite rapper. Eminem. They probably got a favorite basketball team. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry is one of their favorite players. You know, they love all of these different things that black people are attached to. But when a black person is talking about an agenda, when a black person is talking about a plight, when a black person is talking about making right the wrongs that the American government and the American country has done to black people, they want to tune you out. They want to say, oh, you're just looking for a handout. They just want to brush you off. I find that very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. TB says, who pays the bill? The American government pays the bill. That's who pays the bill. The American government pays the bill. Slavery was the institution. The American government pays the bill. And the families, if we could track down some of the families that have owned slaves in bondage, they have to fit the bill as well. And also, and listen, we're not, and I don't think that, you know, we should only attack the American government. You know, the American government is the number one culprit in terms of the transatlantic slavery. But we should also go after Spain. We should also go after the United Kingdom. We should go after all of the countries, all of the different places, the Arab countries that were involved in the transatlantic slavery, all of these places that was involved in the It's not just America, right? Because we're going to focus on FBA first, because FBA is the top priority. But then we're going to get into some of these Caribbean places and a lot of these other places where black people were transported, and we're going to make their pockets whole as well, because there was a lot of injustices done to those brothers as well. But right now we got to focus on FBA. But a lot of these different places, we need to charge them as well, including the continental Africans. So it's not just the American government. It's also the continental Africans. We have to hold them responsible as well. Hold on. Okay. Makai says, sure, take the reparations check, but the side effect will be lost of your citizenship. Break that down, Makai. Break that down. I would like to entertain that argument. That's interesting what you're saying. I would like to talk about more of that, Makai. Break that down, what you're saying in terms of take the reparations check, but the side effect will be a loss of your citizenship. Break that down. Like, what are you trying to say? You trying to say that if black people receive a check that we're gonna get like we're gonna get kicked out of the country? Like, I don't get it. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Most of the black people that were in bondage we've been here for generations. That's why black people don't want to be called African Americans, because we've been here during the foundational years of America. We've built this country. We don't want to be called African Americans. We're black people that were taken from Africa, but we're not African Americans because we were here during the foundational years of America. We built this damn country. But break that down. What your point is in terms of that. I would like to entertain that. TB says, and Kendrick Lamar is rich as F, as all those players. No, you're not getting what I'm saying, FB. When I was saying that white people are very interesting. White people love hip hop. White people love their favorite sports player, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. They're in love with these people. They love the culture. They love all of these different things. But when you see a black person with a plight, with an agenda, with something that's going to help their community, you want to tune them out. I've had white people on this very chat that don't want to hear what I'm saying. They said I'm whining. They say I'm begging for a handout, right? So when you want to be entertained by the niggas, you want to be entertained by the monkeys, but you don't want to make things right. You don't want to hear their plight. You don't want to hear their agenda. That's the issue that I'm having. You want to be entertained by niggas in terms of rap, in terms of basketball, in terms of sports, and different things of entertainment. But when black people come together with a plight, when they come together with an agenda, you want to tune them out. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Kelly says, tax the billionaires. I'm not mad at that, Kelly. I'm not mad at that, Kelly. I'm not mad at that. If you're a white billionaire, yeah, we should tax you. Absolutely. Especially if we find out that your ancestors was involved in the transatlantic slavery. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that. Nelly says, Makai Calderon, I would be fine with that. And Nelly also says, I would bounce in a heartbeat. Makai says, what about Hawaiians? Well, we're focusing on FBA, Foundational Black Americans, okay? I'm not even focusing on the Caribbeans, because we could really make a case for the Caribbeans as well, because the Caribbeans suffered a lot of the things that FBA has suffered. A lot of the same things that has happened to them as well. But right now I'm focusing on FBA. Right now my attention is on FBA. So I can't get into all these other groups. Nelly says, yeah, he's basically saying we should leave. Nah, listen, I disagree with that. I don't think that black people should leave, because black people built America. We built America. We were here. How about this? The first person to lay down their life. Think about this, Nelly. The first person who laid down their life for America. You could look this up. Anybody that's in here right now, I want you to Google this. I'm gonna stop the show for this right now. I want you to pay attention. Let me hit this right quick, right? Look it up. Who was the first person to die for America, to lay down their life for America? Look it up. His name is Crispus Attucks, a black man. A black man was the first person to lay down his life for America. We were here during the foundational years of America. We helped build this country. Slavery was an institution. The economy was booming off of the blood, sweat, and tears of black people. The things that we contributed to America. We fought in all of your wars, foreign wars in different parts of the earth. We fought in your wars. You treated us like garbage. We deserve to be here. We built this damn country. So I don't want to hear, and especially, you can't listen to these people, Nelly. I tell you another, some of these people are immigrants telling us to leave. Here we are, we built this country. Our blood, sweat, and tears are in this country. We were here during the foundational years of this country. Our ancestors perished in some of the foreign wars, and the war we fought in all of the wars of this country. We built it. But here you have some white immigrant that's probably been here, maybe for 2 generations, telling us that we should leave. That's hogwash. Don't listen to them, Nelly. Don't listen to them. Absolutely not. Hogwash. Sidekick Mama says, what about the black slave owners' families? Do they pay or get Well, a lot of that was a rare case. You're not gonna see a lot of black people. Did it happen? Yeah, you know, it was like an anomaly. You know, for a black person to own that was like an anomaly. That was like a Native American having a slave. Those were like anomalies. Did it happen? Did every now and then did it may have happened? Could it have could a white man have purchased a slave and gave one of his slaves to somebody he set free or something like that? It may have happened, but it was more so an anomaly. Well, more likely what you're going to see is some white slave plantation owner with, you know, hundreds of slaves working on his plantation. That's more likely what you're going to see. Those things are more common than a black person owning another slave, you know? Let me see. In the Boston massacre, what about the Tulsa massacre? And those occurrences are things that I'm talking about. These are things that black people need to be compensated. Black communities burnt down to the ground. Black people that have perished. All of the things that the white that the government did to black people. They took a lot from our community. They burnt down our hospitals, our communities. We deserve some compensation. They need to make right for what they've done. Nelly says, was it a slippery slope when the government paid the Japanese Jewish community and the plantation owners got reparations for losing their slaves? Exactly. Nelly says there's 1,000 of massacres of black communities in America. That's a fact. That's a fact. They see, know what the problem is, Nelly? They think that we're just talking about slavery. They think that we're just stopping at slavery and we're just saying, well, black people, we deserve reparations for slavery. No, we're talking about slavery. We're talking about Reconstruction. We're talking about Jim Crow. We're talking about the Civil Rights era. We're talking about all the communities that you're burnt down to the ground. All of the black families that lived in fear in the South over the KKK. We're talking about all of the things that occurred to black people in America. Black people deserve compensation. The ancestors of the people, the children of the ancestors that you victimized and you took advantage of and you used them. You victimized their people. You victimized their ancestors. You gave them no type of compensation. You didn't make whole. You didn't make right the things that you did. It's time for the American government to do so. You know? That's what we're saying here. Absolutely. Yeah, man. But that's my case. That's what I'm saying here. I'm gonna keep this video up, even though it was kind of like, you know, it messed up a little bit. I'm still gonna keep it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it up. But yeah, we got a lot of white people that hate on black people. Clearly, it's in here. Nelly says, I know my history. You're not gonna pull that small time stuff on me. Tell him, Nelly. Tell him. FB says nobody on this chat did that or had that done to them. That's an absolutely false statement. Absolutely false statement. Absolutely false statement. Absolutely. There was absolutely white people in here that if you look into their history books, they were a part of it. All right. Your ancestors were a part of it. All right. And white people got to stop acting like we're like pointing at, you know, individual white people, like every white person didn't own slaves. We're talking about the American government. Slavery was an institution in America. The economy was built off of slavery. Black people working for generations and generations, our blood, sweat, and tears, we were victimized. Right? You can't overlook that. You can't overshadow that. That happened in America. Black people deserve compensation, reparations for the things that they have contributed to America. We were victimized. We are the only race of people that have this unique story in America. There is no story in America like the black, foundational black American experience. No other race of people got brought here on slave ships, had to work under servitude, were victimized, violated, given nothing, no type of compensation, no type of land, had to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, fought in all your foreign wars, were terrorized, victimized, given no type of human rights in America. There is no story in America like the Black American story. No one has suffered in America like the Black American, like the foundational Black American. Absolutely not. Native Americans, listen, and no disrespect to Native Americans. Don't make it seem like I'm clapping at like Native Americans. Native Americans absolutely suffered the trial of tears. All of the, the things that the white colonizer did, giving them blankets with smallpox. Absolutely, Native Americans were victimized. But let's be honest here. A lot of Native Americans were in business with the white man, with the colonizers. They worked, they had peace treaties. Now, did the white man break those peace treaties? Did the white man claim that they were peaceful and then they went back on their word and they went to war with a lot of the tribes? Absolutely, that happened. Did they trick a lot of the Native Americans? Did they drive them out of their land? Absolutely, that did happen. But there is no experience like the foundational Black experience. Native Americans were working in tandem. They had, just like I said, they had peace treaties. They were working in tandem with the colonizer. They went to another land, grabbed us up, threw us on slave ships, and had us working in servitude. You can't compare that to the Black, foundational Black experience. We weren't in cahoots. We weren't doing business deals. They had us on slave ships. We were working in servitude. We came into this country as servants and slaves. So you can't compare the Black experience to the Native American experience. It's not the same. Nelly says, do what you want, sir. That's your community. FB says, GL getting your reparations. Take care. Listen, man. Listen. If you don't care about Black people getting reparations, then get your little, corny ass out of here. I don't know what to tell you, man. And listen, when your community, I'm gonna keep saying this, when your community is victimized, when things happen about your community, right? When things happen to your community, and you're speaking about it, and you want to bring light to the things that are happening to your community and the plight of your community, then when I hear it too, if you're Native American or you're white and you're talking about the plight of your community, I'm gonna treat you just like how you treated me. You didn't have no care in the world about my community. Maybe we should all just do that to each other. Right? We should all do that to each other. When I hear the plight of your community, I don't want to hear it. Normally, I would like to hear it. If something's happening in your community, if it's an injustice in your community, normally I would like to hear it. But today has taught me that, nobody else cares about the plight of Black people or the agenda of Black people outside of Black people, So next time I hear the issues and the problems of the Native American community or the white community, I'm going to treat y'all how y'all treat me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. I'm putting people in time. I'm not even going to read what y'all saying. I'm about to close it out anyway because y'all have no respect for Black people, and it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? Y'all have no respect for my ancestors. And listen, man, the Most High is gonna dish out judgment to all of y'all nations that had Black people under servitude, and enjoy it now, because when he dishes out judgment to a lot of you nations that did Black people, violated them, maybe in that hour you will learn. In that hour you'll learn. But until then, laugh it up. Get your jokes on now. Sidekick Mama says, until you can see that those that live now don't have the same beliefs as your ancestors, we will never get anywhere. Sidekick Mama, I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, I really don't understand what you're talking about. It's like what you're saying makes absolutely no sense to me. This is about justice for our ancestors. This is not about what they believed in or this is about justice for them. They were victimized, they were terrorized, they were taken advantage of. That happened. This is not about, until we believe what they believe and yada yada yada. No. This is about making right for what happened to our ancestors. Making right for what happened to them. That's what this is about. But in any event, that's just my opinion. Those are my thoughts. I want to thank Nelly for supporting me on this show. Salute to Nelly for supporting me on this show and talking to me on this show and holding me down, putting those people in the block party. Salute to Nelly. And thank you for everybody that came in tonight. I just want to talk about this story and rally for reparations. I believe 1000% in reparations. Black people are deserving of reparations. Our ancestors has given so much to this country. We've given so much. They've taken so much from us. We were an integral and a foundational piece to America. And like I said, there's no story like the foundational Black American story. You won't find a story in America that is like or similar to the foundational Black experience in America. We are a unique people. We have a unique story in America. And they can't take that from us, and they won't take that from us. And yeah, man, Black people are deserving of reparations. Those are my thoughts. But I thank y'all guys for joining me. I enjoyed the dialogue. I even enjoyed the people I put in the block party. Salute to the people in the block party, man. Hope y'all having a good time. Hope y'all got a nice little turkey burger in your hand or hot dog, whatever it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But salute to everybody that came out. Salute to Nelly.